10th of this month, and I'm really happy to share my knowledge and my lifetime with you. And I'm very grateful that you spend your really, really precious lifetime with me this morning for the last time today, in this week. I hope you're doing good, and I want to say welcome on YouTube as well, and here on Zoom, by the way. So, we share this show on YouTube too. If you watch it on YouTube or maybe later as a recording, the channel of Admirals, by the way, then you will find a button in the right corner so you can subscribe the channel so you will never miss an episode. You can give us a like if you want, thumb up, or you can leave a comment. So the main thing is that you subscribe the channel so you cannot miss a video from Jens, from Paul, or from this morning briefing show, or in an international English language for a lot of other interesting videos presented by Admirals. Okay, let me share my screen with you, and just let me fix the chat that I can see what you are talking about. So here we go. Great. Wonderful. I'm really happy to see a lot of guys here this morning. So Albert, Don, Gertz, Barry, good morning on YouTube also. So on Zoom, I can see Plummen. Good morning. It's Friday, Sunday morning. Marie-Louise. Yeah. Marie and me, we danced into this trading day this morning already. And Tina, good morning. And Michael, hello. Schönen guten Morgen. So let's have a look at the upcoming events today. So the most important appointments were the rest of the week. So yesterday announcement, ECB rate interest decision. There was no news. They left it at the same, and the biggest announcement was a kind of recalibrating the PEP program, but yeah, not really something interesting things, by the way. So today it's over. Monthly GDP estimates is already out. Then Mexico will come out, and Canadian dollar is this afternoon, part of the upcoming events, the labor force survey, and 2:30. The weekly export sales. So, but you see, it's not really so much important things to do. So let me invite you to our webinar this afternoon. It's trading the stock market with the 50-period moving average. So one of my wonderful colleagues will talk about that. And if you love to work with kind of indicators, like a moving average, like 50 periods. So then listen to this webinar this afternoon, 3 o'clock, German time, by the way. So adjust it to your own place where you are living. England is just only 1 hour difference, or the rest of the world, wherever you are. So this afternoon, 3 o'clock, trading the stock market with the 50-period moving average. So, and if you're interested, or if you have an account at Instagram, then you can follow the Admirals Global account here on Instagram with a lot of interesting value. Okay, so let's see. First of all, we start with a view at our DAX in 10 minutes. You know, we make day trading in our live trading room on TraderStart, by the way. So we already 220 participants there, and it's really, really cool. And I want to say thank you for that, by the way, because we learn a lot together and we work together there in this wonderful trading room. It's completely free, by the way. So yesterday, it was possible to make a wonderful long trend. So why was it? That was in the morning. So here's the program. So there was the trend, and you see there was the balance candle. Yeah. So there was a possibility to go long. It was in the morning. So entry there, and stop loss, first stop loss, last 0.3. Then we reach 0.2. So there was the possibility to make kind of partial profits and then trail the stop 3.3.3. So with the rest of the position, you get out in profit. So that was the possibility to make money there. And then after this trend break here, we saw this downtrend. So, and there was not really possibility to work with it. Even there was a balance candle, yeah, and we reached a 0.2. But you see time, it was in the middle of the night. So, and since the Eurex in Germany decided to open the DAX for the Asian session, it's almost not possible to make day trading in DAX because we have signals in the night. So, and look at this one. By the way, there was just only a couple of pips possible, but it worked. That's the hit quote, you know, 86% in the first trend arm, to go to the 0.2. And later, there was the next trend here, a secondary trend, and you see there was another here movement, correction move. Then there was another trend break, and there was the balance candle, and then to go long. And you see entry reaching 0.2, and now what's going on here? Here we are right now, but it was in the middle of the night. Yeah, it was not possible to make a trade there. So you missed it. Okay, so that here on this side, that was happening yesterday, but we missed this short and we missed this long. So you missed two profitable trades. And this is why day trading is so hard, and why this is the reason if you trade markets, they are working around the clock. In this, it's in time frames. In day trading, it's almost not possible to become long on the long run, become successful on the long run. So you should use time frames. You can handle this. Where it is possible is, for example, in shares. So, because they don't work around the clock. So maybe you can trade in 5 minutes or 10 minutes in shares, by the way, with the same system, because trend is trend. Doesn't matter which time frame, and doesn't matter which market you trade. If you're working in time frame 4-hourly charts, we miss 2 of 6 signals in the night. Your comments, oh, that's really easy, because before you go to bed, I check the charts and I can predict if they're, because most of the times I miss just only 1 signal. And this is in 3 o'clock if you're working 4-hourly chart, because it's if you go from MetaTrader, it's 7 morning, 11, 3 p.m., 7 p.m., 11 p.m., 3 a.m., and then 7 a.m. So I missed just 1 signal. So, and if you have a proper working style, then you know, if I have rule number 1, if you have a trend, it's fine. If you have a young trend, it's cool. If you have a correction deeper than 38, it's cool. But the balance candle, I can predict. So if I can see that I have a trend continuation candle, which is closed at 11, then I can suppose that maybe there will be balance candle in the middle of the night at 3 o'clock. So where is the problem to set a kind of catastrophic order in direction of the trend I want to trade? Yeah. And if you wake up in the morning at 7, maybe, then you can see it. And if you go to bed a little bit later, maybe after 11, and the 11 candle, by the way, is opening by a trend continuation candle, you don't miss it, because the next candle will start at 3 and will finish at 7. And in the morning, I'm there. So you cannot miss a signal, by the way, in 4-hourly chart, if you have a proper working style, by the way. This is most important. Can you please analyze DAX in day chart? Because I think it would fit to a lot of us. Yeah, we can do that. So let me check. Let's go to DAX in, first of all, in the hourly chart. So as you can see in the hourly chart, there was the signal yesterday. So we have a trend. So there were the signal to go short, and we reached 0.2. So now we reached the point of control, by the way. So now, in my opinion, it makes not really sense to go short again, because the big chance is over. The money is always in the first possible trend arm, which means the second trend arm, then the trend is valid, but our first chance to go short. So now on the right side of the chart, in the hourly chart, by the way, it is maybe possible that we see there a new trend. But for that, I need a close above the last 0.2, then this one, and then maybe this one. This could happen. So, and this is what I am waiting for in hourly chart. So if you want to check it in daily chart, by the way, in DAX, then to be honest, there is not really a chance, because in hourly chart, yeah, although maybe move, let's see, yes, okay, move, yeah, there is a trend now, a downtrend, by the way. So we have a trend continuation there, so which means rule number 1 and 2 fits. So the next correction is the first possible correction we can use in daily chart if you want, and then balance candle, and then let's go down, because you know in daily chart the point of control, guys, is quite far away. It's down at 30,239 euros by one future contract. And as you realize, there is no volume as an obstacle on my way down. And this is kind of guarantee, guys. This is one of the last guarantees we have as private retail traders, because that we can work with a point of control, because it's a guarantee that we reach this point. Why is it a guarantee? Yeah, there's just only one exception. When the market moves the point of control to another spot where occurs more volume. But you can see the last highest volume occurs at 13,239 euros by one future contract. So the next volume is here where we are right now. But if you measure the time horizon, it's October 2020, and this one is April. So we need May, June, July, August, September. We need almost 6 months. 6 months must the DAX remain at this spot that the point of control has the chance to move up. Do you really believe that? That we remain 6 months roundabout at this spot? I doubt on that. Really. So it is possible. Everything is possible in the markets, by the way. Everything is really possible. But it is realistic? I'm not sure. There's just only an option. So we remain there for a couple of days, and then maybe we have rising prices, and then the price comes down a little bit, but I'm not sure. So I don't care, by the way. I really don't care about that, because I have rules. I have learned by my own mentors, never judge the markets. Go on the right side, check the point of control, so I can see if my price actually is expensive, it's normal, or it's cheap. And then the next step, that's my rules. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Check 4 rules, make the trade. If one rule isn't there, don't trade. Switch it and take the other one, take the next one. So this is what you should do as a private trader, by the way. Okay, so here we go, hourly chart. Okay, so then let's go to our other focus. And by the way, we have at Admirals, we have special markets in focus, by the way. And you will see it here on the Admirals, Euro USD, DAX 30, By the way, Admirals is, I guess, one and the only licensed partner from DAX, by the way. That's the only reason why Admirals can use the name DAX 30. All the other brokers must use Germany 30 or whatever they use. Only Admirals is allowed to use the name DAX 30. So, and a spread of 0.8, that's really cool. So in focus this month is the cable, British US dollar, gold, of course, and Dow Jones, by the way, the leading US index, and Euro USD, by the way. So therefore, we take in focus gold as well, but actually there's no trend because you see that's just a move with reaching almost the point of control and a correction. That's all. And the trend break was already there. So there's no trend, and you know, NT, no trend, no trade, by the way. Okay, so then let's see crude oil. And in crude oil, I have an open position already. Oh, and by the way, there is another chance in 4-hourly chart, by the way, because you see there is a balance candle which occurs from 3 to 7 this morning. So now the target is the 0.2. I got in a couple of days yesterday, I guess yesterday I got in. There was the balance candle. There were the balance candle, by the way. So the price went down. My stop loss is below the last 0.3 because the higher probability is reaching the 0.2. In the moment I will reach the 0.2, I make the trade safe. Yeah, and otherwise I will stop out. And let's see, there's a wonderful balance candle. So you have a next chance in oil to go long. You have more chance because we are deeper in price right now. So you can make more money because you are in deeper in the correction. So then Euro USD, I have an open position there too, because it was a little bit stupid entry yesterday because I had to make it at the 0.2 maybe, but it was the first possible trend arm and I don't want to miss it, by the way. So the chance is that we reach the 0.2 and now we are struggling with the price at the moment. So at the moment we have same volume on the buyer and the seller side. So yeah, actually let it go. So if you want, you can trail your stop maybe here to the last 0.3. It's completely allowed because the point of hello is actually in the way. So we see as a kind of obstacle. So maybe it could be responsible that we see more volume on the seller side, actually, that more people want to sell the euro and want to more buy the dollar, by the way. So as we have the probability and the law of probability on our side, the first possibility to go short is this, because that's the first or the second trend arm and our first possibility to go short. Yeah, so don't miss it because the 0.2 is the target. And now to Dow Jones. And in Dow Jones, yes, we have a valid downtrend for the moment. And actually, yesterday we saw kind of recovery day, but there was not really a balance candle, by the way. So this is a balance candle here, what we can see here right now. That was the balance candle. That was the candle from 3 to 7 this morning, but it was a reaction of 2 trend continuation candles short. So which means the move to the lower side comes to an end, which is visible here with this balance candle. So now the market started strong this morning. So we need a balance candle after an up move that we can suppose that the price will go down to the 0.2. But if there will one, not at 11, this is what I'm talking about, Gertz, for you, it's example. So you see, that's a trend continuation candle. It starts 7 and will end at 11. So I know I don't have to be at the screen at 11 because I need a balance candle. And the balance candle earliest can occur at 3 o'clock. Because this is a trend continuation candle. So you see, it's not that problem to miss a signal, one signal in the night. Unless you go to bed at 9 in the evening, maybe, and you get up at 9 in the morning, then you miss a little bit more signals, yes. But then you have to work in daily chart, by the way. Okay, so that was the trades we have in focus. And yes, what's about our running trades? Before we do that, Katie, if you are ready for Rumble, we can open the poll of the day. Thanks a lot. So my question for you today is, on YouTube also, were you successful this week? I have two answers. Yes, I was. Oh, no, I was not. So take your time and check the box. Were you successful this week? Feel free, it's completely anonymous. I don't see the names there. Just push the button and be, most important thing is be honest to yourself, okay? So what's about our running trades? We have a lovely trade in Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. And I let it go, guys. I really let it go because my point of control is up there, much way up there. And as soon as I cannot see that the point of control will move to the lower side, I give it much space because I sold already half the position. The stop loss is in profit. There is nothing to do. The moment the point of control will switch to that current spot here, then I trail my hard stop closer because then the probabilities are not longer really on my side. But at the moment, I have to suppose that we will go up. At the moment, if we cope this volume challenge here, maybe with a breakout to the upper side, maybe a retest, then I guess it's a cool chance that we reach the last point, the point of control here. So this is a really cool trade for the moment. So Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, yeah, it's a long-running downtrend, and the stop loss is above the last 0.3. Point of control, you know, is quite far down. So, and maybe for new traders, there is a kind of new trading chance. If you look this, if you start here, move, correction, and move. So now you are in the first possible correction we can use after the trend is valid. So the next balance candle is yours. And the 0.2 is the final target. Yeah. So don't miss it. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. If you don't have an open trade, by the way, if you have an open trade like me, you don't have to pyramid. But if you don't have an open trade, then you can use this chance, by the way. Euro Canadian dollar, I'm also in. And yes, I guess we sold already half the position. So therefore we are fine. And the stop loss is in profit and nothing can happen. So why do I trade the stop loss not so close? I can tell you the pink trade is my trend. Yes, I trade the secondary trend, by the way. I trade this one. Move, correction, move. Here was my entry. Yeah. So that's a secondary trend, by the way. But the main trend is the big one. And here we go. There is the 0.2. And you know, in the second trend arm, which is our first possibility to go long or to go to open a trade, don't forget, 86% of probability that we reach the 0.2. So why should I miss it? Okay, so that's the reason why I let it go. So if I will get out with the rest of the position and I will get new signals there, I have to do it again. So don't miss it, guys, because possibility and probability is on my side. Canadian dollar, a British pound, Canadian dollar. Yeah, Wonderful trend, wonderful trend. So, because that's the lovely trend. So, and yeah, we sold half the position already by reaching the last 0.2. You see, highest probability from the first possible trend on we can use up to the last 0.2. Really, really cool. You see, that is a consequence about the time frames. If you want to have a guarantee in the market to make money, think it through. I think it's a really logical thing, and I love logic. Really, I really love logic. If the first trend arm has the highest probability to reach its own 0.2, then this is a guarantee to make money, because 86% hit quote is kind of guarantee. Yeah. So therefore, you need a time frame, and the markets, they fit to your account, and the time frame you can make sure that you never miss the signal in the first trend arm. Do you realize why day trading for most of the people are not really handleable? Because if you have family, if you have a normal job, and you cannot check the charts the entire day, you see, you will miss too many signals. By the way, one of the reasons why less day traders in the long run are really successful, but swing traders are really successful. Think it through. It's logic, guys. Okay. Okay. So I want to show you something, in my opinion, that you see where my mistakes were. Look, I checked this one, Euro. This is South Africa index. And I prepared it, by the way. You see, but I've forgotten. So there was the first entry. Look at this one. First possible trend arm. Check it out. Balanced candle and 0.2. Oh my gosh. Check it out. There were the balanced candle. You see? Oh my gosh. And here is the money in, guys. Here is the money in. You see? And I missed it again. But the next one, I don't miss it, because the next one is this one in daily chart, by the way. It's, what was this? Hong Kong, China. So because, check it out. There is a trend. So the main trend is facing downwards, by the way, but we are deep in a green zone. So here we go. Move. Correction, move, correction, and today, balance candle, entry there, guys. Yeah, reaching 0.2 is the possibility. So, and the next one is, which one is this? Seng index, yeah. So, and here we go, same move. It's a corrective trend, by the way, because the main trend is facing downwards, by the way. But here we have the same. Oh, is that the same? I guess it's the same. Yeah. So here your balance candle. Don't miss the entry there. If you can make it with your account size, by the way, and if this is your time frame, by the way. So don't miss it, guys. Don't miss it. So the candle is not over yet, but it is probably to trade, to open a position or set a pending order on the way up. Yeah, because we come out from the green zone. Just check it out. Okay. Great, guys. So I don't have more trade. Just check it out. This is by the way, US dollar, Canadian dollar. And yeah, wait for a balance candle. Next balance candle must be ours. Yeah, because it's a trend. Check it out and keep an eye on it. And almost the same is US dollar, Japanese yen. So this is the main trend, by the way. The pink one is the main trend. And there is a secondary trend. Oh, I opened the trade already, I see. I didn't miss it in this time. I work on it, guys. I work on it. So there's a secondary trend. You see. Yeah. So there was the last 0.3. There was no trend break. Yeah. And it's a part of the main trend. There was the balance candle and I open a trade. Stop loss is below the last 0.3. So target is there. Okay. That's big 0.2 and small 0.2. And I guess this could happen. Okay, so that's maybe a great chance. Okay, so I got a question on YouTube at least. Let's see, Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. Oh, let's see. No. There was a trend break, so we have to start there. Move. Correction. Move. Correction. Yeah, there's a balance candle, by the way. Yes, you can open the trade. So maybe it's a little bit tricky situation. So maybe it's possible to open the trade, maybe here a little bit higher, guys. Yeah, and so therefore reachable 0.2 here. Oh, there, 0.2. Jesus, what's up now? So 0.2 here, okay? So it's not the, don't forget, close trade management because you're working away from the point of control. And you can see the main trend is a bit facing downwards, guys. Okay, so it could be a quick trade, yeah? But it is absolutely possible. But to be honest, I would open a trade maybe more there. Yeah, so it's not necessary to catch every single pip, but you can also go in here right now. Okay. Do you analyze all exotic charts like those indices? Yeah, I do. In exotic pairs, I trade in weekly chart, and commodities and all indices I analyze and trade in daily chart. So we have a clear answer to my question. Were you successful this week? Oh, 52% says yes, I was, and 48% says no, I was not. Okay, this is a really interesting result, by the way. So it's almost equally. So if you were successful, make a note in your diary what was responsible for your success. Did you stick to rules under all circumstances? Did you have did you follow your plan with a proper trade management? And the same questions you should write in your diary, handwritten diary, by the way, if you say, no, I was not. So why was it? Did you miss the rules? Did you miss too many signals? Haven't you followed your own trading plan? So where was the thing where you breaking the rules? Did you break the rules? Then you have to ask yourself, why is it? So maybe it's a cool idea to open your diary and make your own notes, because you all have the possibility next week to go on the winner's side, by the way. So if you didn't miss a signal, if you didn't break the rules, if you didn't break the rules about your trading plan, and you had a bad trading week based on the law of probabilities, then be happy. Then really be happy, because then it's called technical failures. But then it's fine. But be honest to yourself. That's the most important thing. If you lie to yourself, if you trick you out yourself, you plant bad seeds, because then you will realize and then you will perceive that other people will lie to you too. Don't forget this really interesting point. It was a very interesting week, and I want to say thank you that you shared your lifetime with me, and I'm really happy about that. And I hope we see each other next week again on Monday. I wish you a lovely week, a great Friday, a lovely family time at the weekend, and all the best. And as always, have courage and be kind, and may the force of the rules be with you. See you and bye-bye.